Hi, everyone. I'm Benj with Tech to Elevate, and this is Brandon. And today we're going to give you a webinar on online job searching. As part of Tech to Elevate, we're a nonprofit in Western Pennsylvania. Right now, we're serving in Beaver and Erie County and looking to expand. We offer free services, one-on-one tech help with whatever you may need, from however simple you may think it is. We're ready to help you out, and we're ready to get into it. We've been offering webinars that you can find on our YouTube channel and our website, techtoelevate.org, and we'll continue to offer webinars at this time every Thursday. So be sure to tune in to our webinar content, our other content online through our social media platforms, our website, or YouTube. And if you're in Western Pennsylvania, feel free to come by, give us a visit, and you'll get to meet with Brandon or I or our other members down in Beaver County. So I guess now I'll hand it over to Brandon.
Thanks, Benj. Yeah, like you said, we're going to do a webinar on online job searching today. I'm really going to go through two of the main websites that people use for job searching, LinkedIn and Indeed. Here I've got a little bit about both of them. What sets LinkedIn apart is it's also sort of vaguely social media. So not only can you job search, but you can also connect with people, whether that's friends or people you meet at like networking events or things like that. And then you can see a lot of times people, if their company is hiring, they'll post that on their LinkedIn. So you're able to see a little bit more about what your contacts are up to. And in my experience, LinkedIn tends to be better for like office type jobs, like white collar full-time jobs. And then Indeed doesn't have that social aspect, but it's still has all the job searching things that you could need, very personalized. You can upload your resume and sort of sort what kind of jobs you would like to see, and it'll also recommend jobs to you. And Indeed is good for all jobs, but it does tend to be better for if you're looking for temporary or hourly or like part-time kind of jobs. So now I'm going to share my screen and we can look at some of these websites. I'll start with Indeed. So this is what it looks like when you first open it up. You can create an account. I'm not going to sign into my account on this one, but you would just hit sign in or sign up. So if you're looking for keywords, as soon as you click on it, it gives you some examples like hiring immediately in Northeast Pennsylvania. Search. And this is what it looks like when it pulls up the jobs for you. Here on the left are all the jobs that are up. It'll tag it like right here. It'll say urgently hiring or new if it was just uploaded. A lot of jobs will post the pay range, $15 to $18 an hour. They'll also have some other information here, like full-time, how many hours a week, what the schedule is going to be like. And as soon as you click on it, it'll pull up on the right here. A nice thing about Indeed also is it has this easy apply option, which I'm not going to go into it now because you would need to be signed in. But really, it just lets you use exactly what you've already uploaded to your Indeed. So if you have a resume already in there or some job information about yourself, it pretty much just does that automatically for you. It usually takes like less than 5 minutes to apply. There are some jobs that don't have that easy apply. They're still pretty quick. It depends on the organization. Like this one, when it has this little square and arrow, that just means it's going to take you to a different website, usually that company's website, to apply. And sometimes those take a little longer. You might have to answer some questions. But yeah. So like I said, you can scroll through the job. You can see the shifts and schedule. You can see location. A lot of jobs will put whatever benefits there are. Here's some pay details, location, a little bit about the company. And that tends to be pretty standard for a lot of these jobs. Erie Prep Academy is even hiring. So here's a little bit about them. Pay, schedule, things like that. So that is that. You can also sort for, like, if you want remote jobs. Looks like there's one of those. Remote just means, you're working from home. Sometimes that means you can work from anywhere, but a lot of times it means you have to still be within the general area of where the job is based. You can sort by pay. You can sort by job type, part-time, full-time. I'm going to get rid of the remote filter. If you want to travel, or if you're open to traveling a little bit, you can do a little farther away. Opens up more jobs for you. And as soon as you have your information uploaded to Indeed, it'll have this kind of thing for you, where it'll show you, like, based on the information that it has about you, you have a good chance to make it. Or like if you don't have a college degree, it'll show you jobs that you don't need a degree for. Or if you were in the military, it'll show you things like that. So yeah, that is the basics of Indeed. You can also, if you are looking for a job and you want to know like what kind of salary can I look for, you can type in your job here and it'll tell you like what the average person in that role makes. So like a server working full time, average about 46,000 per year apparently. Administrative assistant, 51,000 a year working full time. And it'll show you, you can click on any of these and it'll take you probably back to the job search. But yeah, and then these are the best paying companies by industry. So if you're looking for like a Starbucks job, I think they're opening up a new Starbucks in Harbor Creek. You look for McDonald's, anything like that, you can look for there. And then you can also get an estimated pay range. Yeah, so that is Indeed. Now I'll probably switch to LinkedIn and we can go over that a little bit. That one I am signed in on, so don't steal my information.
And just for Indeed, Indeed's really great because it's something that most people trust. A lot of different companies use it. You saw Starbucks and McDonald's and a lot of other major corporations. So it's a great place to at least start, find a lot of different job opportunities. You can kind of compare pay rate for what you're going in and interviewing with to what it says on Indeed. So it's really just a great resource to look at and use, even if you don't necessarily find the job you want on Indeed.
Yeah, absolutely. So here is LinkedIn. Like I said, it's kind of social based. So here's kind of your feed where people you're following, you can see. So here's a Tech to Elevate post. We're posting about International Women's Day, marketing posts, things like that. Different organizations can post either articles that they find useful, or if they're hiring, or interview tips, things like that. And then messages on the side here. A lot of times companies will reach out to you if they want, or if they're interested in interviewing you for a job, or they think they have a position that you might be good for. This is a similar thing where once you upload your information, like a resume or work experience, it'll recommend a lot of things to you based on that, which can be very helpful. They also have a news thing on the side here. Your profile, how many connections you have, which is just, it's essentially just a friend request for people. You can also go to jobs. And this will show you here on the side, before you even get to looking for a job, you can do interview prep. They have free interview prep that it says about 16 million people have used, and it'll tell you the most common questions on the side here, and some good sample answers for them. They also have resume builder assistance where you can put in your job experience and it'll kind of help you build out a resume. That's also something, if you need help with that, come to Tech to Elevate. We'll help you do it. We'll make it look nice, very professional. Here's some recommended jobs based on just the information and the experience that I have. You can also, it gives you suggested job searches based on the same thing. And like I said, once you put in information, it'll tell you jobs that you kind of match with. But if there's something specific you're searching for, if you just want to see in general, like you can look at nonprofit jobs, jobs in the beauty sector, things like that. You can also search by title, skill, or company. I'm just going to search navigator because that's a little bit what we're doing here at Tech to Elevate. And see, it pulls up any jobs with navigator in the title or any jobs where your position would be a navigator. You can also sort by date posted, experience level. So if you are entry level, you don't have a lot of experience in that position, you can hit entry level, show results, salary. Give it a second. There we go. You can say I'm looking for $40,000, show results. And then LinkedIn also has an easy apply option. Like I said, with Indeed, it just sort of makes it faster with the information that you have already input. Not every job posting has an easy apply option, but if you are looking for it, you can check that box. And so that's kind of narrowed it down for you. All of these jobs would be 40,000 plus, easy apply, and theoretically entry-level jobs. So you can scroll through, and since they're easy apply, you won't have to go to another website. You would just hit that, and it will input your information for you. Very similar to Indeed, gives you an overview, gives you a little bit about the company. Over here, it tells you $20 to $30 an hour. That range usually depends on sort of your experience, and so that comes out to about $56,000 a year, it says. And it's headquartered in Florida, but position would reside whatever. So it just gives you a little more details about that. And that same thing for all of these. Not every job will post the pay, but most should. And also, if they have benefits, it'll tell you that here as well. But yeah, so that's sort of the basics for LinkedIn. Like I said, it's a lot of social-based stuff. So it's a little more, it's less meat and potatoes than Indeed is, but it does give you more if you're looking to connect with different organizations or different people. It lets you kind of see what everyone's up to instead of just purely job searching. And you can always follow LinkedIn, or no, sorry, you can always follow Tech to Elevate on LinkedIn as well. This is just what an account looks like. I'll click on ours. If you want to see what an organization's account looks like, here is where you can scroll through the posts. And if they have job postings or anything like that, you'll be able to see that as well. But yeah, that is the basics to both of those. I'm going to stop sharing here. If you have any questions or you need help with job searching or anything like that, absolutely reach out to us. Let me pull this presentation back up. Our website is techtoelevate.org. We are at the Beaver County Libraries, Laughlin Memorial Library in Ambridge, 12 to 4 Mondays and Wednesdays. And then in Aliquippa, we've got somebody there Thursdays, 12 to 4. And then if you're in Erie County, that's where Benj and I are. We're at the Blasco Library, Wednesdays and Thursdays, Wednesdays 1 to 5, Thursdays 3 to 7. And if none of those times work for you, absolutely either go to our website and you can go, there's an application you can fill out for a one-on-one, or you can just call that number and we'll help you out.
All right, thank you so much for attending this webinar. Thank you, Brandon, for presenting. I think this is a lot of great information on online job searching. And as Brandon kind of mentioned throughout, right, if you want any help setting up your profiles, if you need help getting more professional development skills, if that's, learning how to use Sheets, Google Word, Excel, things like that, you can come in, talk to us. We'd be happy to help, right? Building up your resumes, different professional skill sets. And like Brandon said, come into the libraries if you can. That's great. We'd love to see you, or you can call or schedule something online. So thank you again for attending our webinar, and we hope to see you come back to more of our webinars, and feel free to check out, again, our YouTube channel, which you can all find all of this through techtoelevate.org, and our YouTube channel will have this webinar and a whole bunch of others.